Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm racing in Poland in an amazing RC rally which is going to be held on 3 different surfaces. As you can see behind me we have grass, then we are going to have tarmac, and down there we have pavement stones. Because of that, here we can see the guys already testing the cars before the event. Because of that, I will have to adapt my driving style on each part of the stage. And talking about my RC model, well, today I don't have a setup for tarmac or setup for off-road, but I have adapted my setup in order to be a bit average. So it means that on tarmac is going to be not ideal, on grass is not going to be, let's say, ideal too. And everything is going to be about skills. Let me show you my today's setup. So, as you can see, I have a bit of ground clearance because otherwise the grass is going to slow you down a lot. And at the same time, the setup is quite soft, maybe too much. As you saw from last week videos, I've made some changes. Now the rear is a bit more harder. And about the differential oils, I've put 5,000, 3,000. Before of that I was using 5,000, 8,000. The rear was extremely aggressive and I had a bit of problems exiting the corners because rather than pushing, I had to spend time controlling the car before giving full power. So guys, I'm getting ready. Soon I'm going to start and let's see how my car is going to behave. Okay, let's start the first stage. As you saw from my previous video, I've changed the differential oil, harder in the front and softer in the rear. Let's see. So here we are after the first two stages. Honestly, I don't like a lot the behavior of my setup. It's too soft in the front, and as you notice in some corners, when I'm, let's say, steering left, the right tire is sitting too much, the car is sitting too much on the right tire, and I'm losing time because I'm not, let's say, smooth. Because of that, right now I'm not going to change the springs. I'm just changing, I changed already the position of the dampers more inward. In this way, in theory, while the spring is compressing, it's going to be more, let's say, we're going to have more stiffness. Other than that, I'm quite happy. I'm going to change just the battery, and let's see from the next stage how the behavior of my RC model is going to change. By the way, currently I'm winning this RC rally. I won both the first and the second stage, so let's see. But it's not the main goal today. Today's goal is not to win this event, but is to understand how the behavior of this RC model change while I'm doing some modification in the setup. I just forgot to mention something, why I'm using this kind of tires on such surface, like grass. This is the third time that I'm taking part in this rally. Here I won my first ever event 1 year ago. And what I've noticed is that it's better to use this kind of tires because they are grippy on tarmac, but they are not too grippy on the grass. Because if you use really broke tires on such conditions, you're going to have too much grass, and the model is going to have some rollovers in the turns. Okay, let's start the fifth stage. Now I've put some harder springs in the front, and let's see if the car is going to have a bit more understeer, but it's going to be maybe easier to drive and faster. Okay, it drives in a better way now. So guys, here we are. I just missed one stage before the end of this rally, and I'm currently winning with a quite big gap to the second place. And I'm filming right now here, close to the starting line, because we have this beautiful white Lancia Delta that it's using a Tamiya TT-01. And it's modified in a very good way, and I want to film it to show you that it's also possible to practice RC rally in a cheap way, also using a Tamiya TT-01. So we're going to follow this car and see you later for the last stage of this RC rally event.
Let's go!
This is a quite stock Tamiya TT-01, but he has worked a lot in order to improve the steering angle. Here we can see he has a bit of troubles because he is still using almost stock shock absorbers from TT-01, and he has a quite low ground clearance. Wow, that was nice. Now we can see how this car behaves here on road, and he has a very good steering angle. He did a good job. So as you know, the most important thing in RC rally is to have a quite good steering angle. So having a good steering angle, you can start to play RC rally without any problem. Let's start the last stage of this rally. As you saw, with the modification they made in the setup, I did the good things, and the car is much more drivable in such conditions. And it's over for today. I'm happy. I did a good event, and what I'm more, let's say, proud about is that the changes that I made were in the right direction.
Gratuluję.
Oh,
Dobra robota.
dzięki. Guys, the rally is just over. First place. Here I have this nice trophy. It has been a good rally because it has been a training for me in order to learn more about this X-Ray XB4. It means that I was changing the setup, and the model was behaving accordingly to my expectation. So I've noticed that the front was too soft. I put harder springs. I got a bit of understeer, but it was good because the car was less nervous through the corners and so on. I think that you notice it through the stages. So I hope to continue in this way, to develop this car in the correct way, and let's see if I will be able to get some good position in upcoming months in Czech Republic. Okay, thank you again for staying with me, and see you next week for a new video. Ciao!